So here we go.
There.
Now, sometimes you can click on it, it'll take 10, 15 seconds or more to actually, to initiate
Yep. Okay.
where you can start commenting.
So good morning. Welcome to Celebration Circle. All of you, we're grateful that you're here with us on a beautiful spring day. We're here in San Antonio, and I hope you'll let us know where you are. We want to welcome our guest musician, Leeann Atherton, to share her music, and guest poet and speaker, Eddie Vega, with his wonderful passion for poetry and haiku in particular. Yesterday was International Haiku Day, so thank you all for being with us. Let's see, just a few things at the top end. Please let us know where you are on Facebook, comments, or in the chat on Zoom. And please share and on Facebook and let us know what you love about this morning. We're going to invite Leeann to join us now in our opening song, Come Celebrate. And I'm going to just get her up here where she's in the spotlight.
Oh, the spotlight. Well, this is for everyone to sing, so. Come celebrate, gather together, come celebrate, one by one, yeah, come celebrate, now and forever, let us remember that we are one, oh yeah, come celebrate, join in a circle, come celebrate, side by side, come celebrate, now and forever, let us remember that we are one. Yes, we are, you know. Celebrate, celebrate, let's celebrate, 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 let's celebrate, 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 let's celebrate, sing it loud, celebrate, celebrate, let's celebrate, yeah. Come celebrate, come on, gather together, come celebrate, hearts open wide, come celebrate, now and forever, let us remember that we are one. We are one. We are one. Yes, we are.
Thank you, Leeann. And
So welcome. I hear some background noise.
I do too, and I'm just going to try and see if I can mute. There we go. And let's see. I'm going to give me a minute here. Marie, can you mute yourself? Yep. Let me see, mute all. I'm going to mute everybody and see if that takes care of it. All right. Now, thanks for hanging in there with us. I just want to So, thanks for being with us again and celebrating with us. And we're going to take some time now to honor Mother Earth, this place that we are so blessed to call home, as we honor the four directions, this blessing that we have of putting our feet on the earth. And we'll begin, if you are able, by turning and facing into the four directions, starting with the east. And we'll chant, O great spirit, earth, sun, sky, and sea, you are inside and all around me. And we'll sing that once for each of the four directions as we turn and face the directions, whether within or without. And then we'll sing it a fifth time for that divine within each one of us. So won't you join us as we gather and um, turn and face into the four directions.
Earth, sun, sky, and sea.
Just 1 minute. We're going to do this with Leeann, and I'm going to.
It's hard operating all these buttons, because if we're not all muted, it makes a kind of crazy sound. And if we just unmute, when we're talking, it helps. Zette, you're amazing doing all this.
So here we go. We're going to begin by turning to the east, the direction of the rising sun, of new beginnings, of infinite possibility.
Oh, great spirit, earth, sun, sky, and sea, you are inside and all around me.
And we turn and face to the south, the direction of the noonday sun, of abundance, of well-being.
Oh, great spirit, earth, sun, sky, and sea, you are inside and all around me.
And then we turn and face to the west, to the open direction of the setting sun, to the letting go of the past, to opening to the mystery of what comes next.
Oh, great spirit, earth, sun, sky, and sea, you are inside and all around me.
And then we face to the north. We face the direction of midnight, of the darkness, of the challenges that are always present, that are calling us to stand firm in this present moment now.
Oh, great spirit, earth, sun, sky, and sea, you are inside and all around me.
And finally, we turn within to the realm of the spirit. We turn to the infinite now. We turn to this unfolding that is within us and around us.
Oh, great spirit, earth, sun, sky, and sea, you are inside and all around me.
O great spirit, Holy One, Holy Wonder, we open our hearts to you in this moment. We open our hearts to the all and the everything that is, that has been, that will be. And we join with all of creation. We join with the two-leggeds and the four-leggeds, the winged ones, the ones that swim and crawl, with the rocks, the trees, the grasses, with the seas, the skies, the stars, the oceans, with the universe, with all of life. We affirm we are one. Together, we are one. And once again, we one. For this opportunity to be together, to honor and nurture the sacred in ourselves, each other, and all of creation. For this and so much more, we say thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. And now we welcome back Leeann Atherton.
Well, when I heard we were doing haiku and poetry, this song just popped in my mind, and I hope it touches you in some way. I packed up tight and pulled out right in time to drive all night to Texas. I drove through the old neighborhood to see it one more time for good before Texas. I stopped in for some souvenirs, but the only one I saved is packed in my heart. And the last thing that I had to do was to never say goodbye to you. That's just like us. Well, it seemed the best to ride out west, wrangle with the dream and destiny. I'm wrinkled with the laughter and the tears that were so tender between you and me. Well, the cowgirl way, that's the one for me. And I heard a lonesome cow call your name. So Texas has part of me, but the rest I left in Tennessee. That's just like us. Well, that's just like us to believe that we're always gonna be out there on the range, riding fancy free. Baby, that's just like us. Well, to ride the roadway and go my own way, catch a breeze and coast along a while. And the hardest part is late at night when all at once the road becomes your life. Well, I can't say when, but soon again I'll see you in a day or 2 or 3 or 30 years, it doesn't matter. 'Cause somewhere back in Tennessee there's someone who'll always love me. Here in Texas, well, that's just like us to believe that we're always gonna be out there on the range, riding fancy free, running through the thick and thin like a time will never end, dreaming of the best of friends eternally. Baby, that's just like us. That's just like us. That's just like us. That's just like us. Friendship never dies.
Thank you, Leeann. Oh, that is beautiful. Yeah, friendship. Today's poem is from, again, this book, Poetry of Presence. It's an anthology of mindfulness poems, and the title is The Cure for It All by Julia Fehrenbacher. Go gently today. Don't hurry or think about the next thing. Walk Walk with the quiet trees. Can you believe how brave they are? How kind? Model your life after theirs. Blow kisses to yourself in the mirror, especially when you think you've messed up. Forgive yourself for not meeting your unreasonable expectations. You are human, not God. Don't be so arrogant. Praise fresh air, clean water, good dogs. Spin something from joy. Open a window, even if it's cold outside. Sit. Close your eyes. Breathe. Allow. Allow the river of it all to pulse through eyelashes, fingertips, bare toes. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe until you feel your bigness, until the sun rises in your veins. Breathe until you stop needing to be anything different. Powerful words. So as we breathe, we take this time now together in this moment of communal breath, of remembering that we are literally all breathing in the same air. And this is our opportunity to breathe in together, to fully digest each breath and with every cell and fiber of your being. And then on the exhale, to release, to let go of all that is past, of all that no longer serves, and that allows us to be here in this moment now. So we'll breathe in once together on the inhale at the sound of the bowl ringing, 4 times together. Truly, we are one.
We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are whole. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are whole. Spirit divine, come to me. Feeling love, healing me. Open my heart, are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy. We are holy, holy, holy. You are holy, holy, holy. I am holy, holy, holy. We are whole.
Thank you again, Leanne. That one really touched me. We are holy, and that's what we do here on Sunday mornings, is we support ourselves and each other in honoring and nurturing the sacred in ourselves, each other, and all of creation. That's our mission. And poetry has and music have always, from the very first day, over 29 years ago, have played such an important integral role in the celebration circle. And we've read a poem mostly every Sunday for that many years, just to allow the words and the artistry of words to touch our souls in a way that only words and music can, in the silence. And we've also had a close connection with National Poetry Month for many years. There were a number of years where we actually did live events. But anyway, we've always incorporated and included poetry and words in our circle. And so we're very excited. Last Sunday at the Biblio Circle, Eddie Vega came and led us in a little bit of haiku writing. Yesterday was International Haiku Day. And so we got so excited. Rudy and I both said, let's do more. And so we invited Eddie to join us today. He's a poet and an educator and a spoken word artist, known as the Taco Poet of Texas. So you're in for a thrill. He has a book that was published, so you'll want to look for that. And please I invite you to join me in welcoming Eddie Vega.
Hi, good morning, everyone, and thank you for having me here again. It really has been this morning has been very, very calming experience. So I thank you for allowing me to share this space with you. A little bit about me, about how poetry's affected and informed my personal life, is that I've been writing all my life. Since I was a little kid, I would write poems to my mother because I didn't get an allowance, and that's the best we could do for Mother's Day or birthday. And I wrote all through school, but of course never really showed people that I wrote. And but then I got really into it seriously about 10 years ago. I went through some struggles, and I'd write, and somebody invited me to an open mic, and open mic developed into submitting to publications, and eventually to some other things. I was mentored through a program at Gemini Inc. By Carmen Tafoya. So she's one of my poetry mentors. She's the formal one. My informal one is Jesse Cardona, who is a colleague of mine, and was the one that really, really just dragged me out of that poetry closet and said that, you've got to do more than just write for yourself. In 2015, I decided as a New Year's resolution to enter Poetry Slam. And I did that at Puro Slam here in San Antonio. And that led to a lot of different opportunities. That I went from being just a poet to being a spoken word artist. Because now I'm not just writing for a page, I'm writing for an audience, and I get to perform now in front of audiences, and which is a lot of fun. Um, I Slam poetry is not a genre; it's a competition. So you can take any kind of poem you want to into a slam, um, and compete with it. And that's what I did. But one of the great things about slam is that um, what evolved from just any poem evolved into your poem has to have a message of some sort, in order to win. And I don't always want to write about a message. So I go between. I don't call myself a slam poet. I call myself a poet that does slam on occasion. Um, Originally, my degree is in theology from St. Mary's. I got into theology because I kind of misunderstood what archaeology was. And we didn't have archaeology at St. Mary's, but they had theology. And one of my favorite movies was Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. And I wanted to do that. So I liked all that history stuff. And that's kind of why I started in theology. Plus, I was always searching for answers. So I got into theology because I was searching for answers about the divine, and I found some. But towards the end of my college life, I went on a mission trip to southern Mexico, and that changed me into the part of theology that I concentrated after that was in social justice, and Catholic social teaching, and I lived that experience. I was a missionary for about a year, and I lived that experience, and today I still carry that with me, and it informs a lot of what I write. So that when in slam you're talking about the message, well, I know that message I write from a perspective of social justice, and that's how I get to that message. Um, I also write a lot about and I think it's a justice issue, is expression of my own culture. So that's how I'm the taco poet, because I have a lot of poems about tacos. But there's more to our culture than just tacos. So I also have poems about the paleta man, and about the man at the grocery store who's in line buying pan dulce, and what it's like to be on St. Mary's Street at night, listening to the sounds of um, the spatula at the taco truck, and all the other things that make up who we are here in South Texas and San Antonio. That's what I really love to write about. I love to listen to our language and to try to put that language down on paper so that I can repeat it for people in our language that includes English and Spanish, sometimes at the same time. The different topics that we speak about and how we react to things like weather phenomenon and all that are phenomena that's what I love to write about, is this experience of being here in South Texas. And I hope that when I write that I'm expressing my culture, but I'm also expressing something that will connect with you to whatever your culture is, and that we can appreciate each other's cultures at the moment, and that I make a cross-cultural connection. And as far as haiku goes, what I really love about haiku is the economy of words, and the economy of sounds. A haiku is just 17 syllables, so you have to be able to affect someone and their writing in just 17 syllables. Sometimes that's sometimes that's 5 words, 10 words, depending on what I'm doing. And then haiku is fun for me. I entered haiku competitions in San Antonio, and then in other places around the country. Matter of fact, I had to go to a poetry slam in Louisville one year, and I didn't have enough cash for the trip, and I entered a haiku contest here in San Antonio. I knew that second place was like $150 prize, and I needed that $150. I ended up winning first place, so I got a little bit of extra. And then after that, or maybe it was before that, I went to the National Poetry Slam in Denver, Colorado, and entered the haiku death match or the haiku competition. And much to my surprise, because I wasn't really prepared, because the way the haiku matches go is you start out in the first round having the best 2 out of 3, and then the next rounds were the best 3 out of 5, and the final round was the best 9 out of 17, of course, because 17 syllables in a haiku. And I was running out of poems at that moment, and I had to like go through my Google Docs and look for lines of poetry and count in my head and hope there were less than 17 syllables. And I ended up winning second place, which, no, first place would have been nice, but I was pleasantly surprised at this accomplishment. So what a haiku is basically is it comes from Japan. It's actually the introduction to a renga, which is a nature poem. The haiku is a nature poem too. And because of the way that Japanese language and pictography is structured, that's why we have that 5 syllables and the 7 syllables and the 5 syllables. But that's really special to the Japanese language. In the Western or American haiku, we don't have to have that structure because we don't have that same kind of language. So we could do the 5-7-5, but the bigger rule in our American haiku is just 17 syllables or less. They can come in any combination, as long as they're up to 17 syllables. It could be 1 line of 10, 1 line of 7. It could have 4, 3, 10, 8, 5, 2, however you want to do it. And that's the other thing that I love about the haiku structure is that you're bringing it down to some very basic level. Yesterday was National Haiku Day, and I got to do a quick little program at the Botanical Garden with some other poets that also specialize in haiku. And it was a very, very interesting and beautiful experience. And we shared some haiku that were not original; they are by someone else. And then we did some of our own. And in that process, I found some really nice ones. So if you'll bear with me, I'm going to read some of those. So here's the first one, and this is by one of the haiku masters, Issa, Kobayashi Issa from Japan. A world of dew, and within every dewdrop, a world of struggle. Thank you. This next one is from Sonia Sanchez. She's an American poet. Spent a lot of time in New York. Love between us is speech and breath. Loving you is a long river running. Now this one was inspired by haiku. It's by Ezra Pound. It's a little bit more than 17 syllables. I know that what Nietzsche said is true, and yet I saw the face of a little child in the street, and it was beautiful. Now, sometimes I have to have a range of haiku for when I go in competition. Sometimes they're going to be very serious, and sometimes they're not going to be serious. I'm going to start off with some serious ones that I wrote, and then we'll move on. COVID has turned incarceration periods into death sentences. School shootings prove that lawmakers fail every time a student passes. They say shine like a star, but the brightest one is the next to burn out. I'm going to change the tone a little bit. It's all sunshines and cloudless skies when you're hopped up on sweet tea. Bring some tortillas. I've got carne asada. Let's talk about it. You're a gentle rain. I'm a fierce wind. Together, we're a thunderstorm. And I'll end on this one. The 2 plates empty from dinner I made for my kids have my heart filled. Now I'm going to encourage you to write your own haiku. Maybe put them in the comments. The key to haiku for me is to write out my entire thought and then go back and count the syllables. Don't try to start out with the syllable count and fitting each line. Don't worry about the 5, 7, and 5. Just write out your thoughts. Take a breath after each one, after each where you think the end of the line goes, and then cut it to your 17 syllables. And when you're ready, feel free to share.
I've got one.
All right.
The guitar gets in my way, so I let it rest to sing so I can sing from my heart.
Very nice.
Okay, I have one. Sun shines on face, wind blows across skin. All is right with my world now. And I just want to say, if you're on Facebook, feel free to put it in the comments and share it there.
I'll read these. I'm not sure if they're wanting to share them. I'll read them for them. Michelle says, I dreamt I was crossing a street in Madrid. It wasn't what I imagined. And Alexis, dogs snuggle warm. I type comments to share peaceful Sunday mornings with you all. Anyhow, and if you have any other questions or comments for me, then go ahead and put that in the chat, and either of the 2 chats. But I can only read one of them. So Um,
I can read the Facebook um, from Maria. Garden happiness, blooming roses on bushes, petals on the ground. Does anyone else have a haiku they'd like to share? Don't be shy.
I've got one. Driving into Houston, cars zooming by so fast. Poem from the heart.
all from the heart and from the back of the wheel. Very nice.
And here's one from Tessa. Connections through technology fill up a space of hearts. Oh, there's one from Chuck. My bonnets aren't blue. Last week they were, but not now. Can't wait till next year. And let's see if I can figure out how to mute. Rudy, can you mute you? This one is from KC. If ever I was, it is now and forever. Learning does not end. And one more from Daniel. I am in the light. I will rise above all that exists. I bring blessings to all. Okay. Thank you all. Thank you, Eddie, for being with us and sharing this special time. I really enjoyed it. I think it's definitely inspired me in many ways to do more haiku, and I hope it will you as well. All our visitors and family out there in the world. And we're going to take a moment now to move into a time of meditation. And I invite you to just sit here in this space where you are and take a quiet breath or two. Just breathing in, breathing out, allowing your breath to carry you. Just open your mind and your heart and feel the spirit of these words living in and through you. And whether you have a name for spirit, the God, the goddess, Jesus, the infinite intelligence, the sacred source, I invite you to let go of those names, those definitions, and simply feel life, alive and flowing through you right now. And now. And now. Feel each moment brand new. Each moment bringing into manifestation more and more divine love. This is who you really are. This is who you have always been. This vessel for the free flow of love, of divine love, divine light. And from this place of peace and power, won't you feel that this love that is moving through you is unique, for it is magnified and multiplied by the sum total of your specific life experiences, of your education, your background, your talents. That this love, this co-creative spark, is flowing through you, and it is your gift to the world. Yours to give, and yours alone. Your life is a poem. Your life is an ever unfolding epic that is rich and complex and evolving in ways that you can't begin to imagine, much less control. And yet you are the co-creator of your life, the co-author of your story. And all of the rich poetry that emerges from within and around you. So feel that there is great power in the choices you make and the path you take as your poem, as your story unfolds and is told through your prayers, your meditations, the actions of your daily life. As you breathe fully and calmly into this moment, as you open to the awareness within, as you feel it guiding you to the right and perfect choices in each and every moment. Feel yourself supported by Spirit completely and fully today and in the days and the weeks to come. Feel the power of your faith and your trust in the divine flow of goodness and abundance and creative energy moving through you as you right now. And now, and now. And won't you affirm with me this divine flow of goodness and abundance and creative energy that comes from this inexhaustible source? And that you know that it's always available to you, to us, today and every day. And as you affirm this, you're invited to remember that this gift is not just for you, but it's here to be shared freely and widely with others, to let it ripple out into the world. So won't you feel the possibilities in sending your gift out into the world and letting your light shine so that everyone may see and be touched by your willingness to make a difference in the world. And whether you find yourself sending the light of your love out to a specific person or persons or situation, or maybe you broadcast it throughout the world and let it flow wherever it may, know that you, yes, you are a true blessing to others. You are a divine, co-creative spark of the sacred that is made manifest in the poetry of your life, alive with the spirit of living God, moving through you as you right now. As we remember, we are one. And so it is. And so it shall be. And now we invite Leeann back to share in all things give thanks.
In all things give thanks. In all things give thanks. Thanks, thanks. In all things give thanks. In all things give thanks. In all things give thanks. Thanks, thanks. In all things give thanks. Give thanks for the gifts of life. The one light shines through all of creation with hands and hearts open wide. We lift our voices in celebration. In all things give thanks. In all things give thanks. Thanks, thanks. In all things give thanks. Yes, in all things give thanks. In all things give thanks.
Yes, give thanks. So we give thanks, we give gratitude for the gifts in our offering basket. We hold up our financial support, our gifts of support for the Celebration Circle as we remember that we are here to honor and nurture ourselves, each other, and all of creation. So holding our love offerings up, in putting them consciously into the basket, and lifting up also the names and the situations in the prayer circle. We say, I give to you, O Spirit, as you have given to me, with heart wide open. Together, I give to you, O Spirit, as you have given to me, with heart wide open. Thank you, each and every one, for that time of giving. And we invite Leeann back for another song.
It's kind of dance time, y'all. Let's celebrate a little. Come on, move your body with me. Lover, don't you wanna come and go with me from this peaceful valley, yeah, to the mountaintop where we can see. Come on, shining, sparkle essence dancing through the clouds, dancing gloriously. Come on, come on, come on and go with me. Yeah. If you want more love, give love. You want more peace, give peace. You want more joy, give joy. You want more dance, come on, dance with me. Yeah. Dance with me. Yeah. Oh, and music, 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 music. Feel the rhythm of your heartbeats now as your breath goes in and out on the oceans of time. Yeah. Come on, everybody, don't you want to come and go with me from this peaceful, beautiful valley to the mountaintops where we can see and be free? You know we are free. You want more love? Give love. You want more peace? Give peace. You want more joy? Give joy. You want more? What you really, really, really want, you got to give it away. Yeah. Give it away. Yeah. Because you are a mirror reflecting the light. All that you see comes from inside. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Believe and receive it. You get what you give. Actualize to really live. You want more love? Give love. You want more peace? Give peace. You want more joy? Give joy. You want more love? Give love. You want more peace? Give peace. You want more joy? You want joy? Give joy. Yeah. Amen. You're muted, Zet. How can that be?
I'm muted. I said, thank you, Leeann. And more joy. Oh, love and peace. That's always good. Oh, so we're going to join together in our Love is the Only Power song as we watch our circle grow. And we'll sing that together. And then I'll do a few announcements. And then at the end, we'll do a big unmute everybody and invite you to unmute yourselves. And then we'll do a big yes as we close. So, thank you, Leeann, again for being here. And I know Eddie had another commitment that he had to leave for, so we just want to thank him for being with us. And so let's sing Love is the Only Power.
Love is the only power. Love is the only way. Love, 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 love. Watch our circle grow. Love is the only power. Love is the only way. Love, 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 love. Watch our circle grow. Love is the only power. Love is the only way.
Yes. Yes, it is. So, it is what keeps us all going, isn't it? So I just have a few announcements to share here before we close. And just a reminder that Wednesday night meditation happens 7:30 with Angel Santiago. And our Beautiful Things Spring fundraiser, we're extending to May the 2nd. So take advantage of that and check in and see the beautiful things that have been donated and some of our altars from past years. And let's see what else. There we have a survey up. Our social media committee is asking for some input from you about when and how you use social media. So check in. There's a link there in the chats and comments about how you can and find those things. Also, next Sunday, we're very excited because Naomi Shihab Nye will be with us, sharing her words and wisdom. She has this new book out called Castaway. It's poems for our time. It's about the. It says, how much have you thrown away in your lifetime, and do you ever think about it? So it's about recycling and the earth. So we're gonna focus on caring for ourselves and caring for the earth, because Earth Day is coming up this week. And we'll also have Beth Wood, who is a amazing singer-songwriter troubadour who lives in the Northwest. And so through the magic of technology, she'll be with us. And then the last thing to remind you about is that we're going to do Circle Biblio Circle again on May the 2nd. Michelle, do you want to say anything about that? Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Am I here? Okay, good. Well, I invite everybody to come, whether or not you have a book to share or not. Some of you want recommendations, and there's this incredible amount of books that, we've been sharing. Also, we've had, little special things at the end, like we did the haiku writing, and we're open to other programming ideas. So if you just want to come spend an hour and a half and have fun with us, please do.
Okay, thank you. So I'm just going to ask you all to unmute yourselves if you'd like, and we're going to do on the count of 3, a giant yes to affirm this wonderful place and these wonderful people. So 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
So remember that we love you, we bless you, see the light
in you.
Go in peace. So, thank you all for being here. Thanks, Leeann. Great song.
Thank you, Leeann.
So much fun. So good to be with y'all.
Good to be with you again, too. And thanks for joining us, those of you on Zoom and Facebook. Leslie, it's good to see you. You didn't have to make coffee this morning.
Peace, everybody.
Soon.
Or set up the chairs or.
Happy Sunday, everybody.
Thanks.
Happy
Eric.
Sunday. Have a
Thanks.
grand week.
Take care.
Bye.
Mwah.
Bye.
Maybe it's bye.
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 Bye, everyone.
Bye, Maria. Bye, Rudy.